My non-negotiables are cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen, kalila. Sayanthram, it's just cleanser and moisturizer.
Mr. Gold Sunflower Oil. Alavilum, Tarathilum. No compromise.
Sometimes when you've used too much product, whether it's makeup or skincare, the skin barrier damage ஆயிடும்.
True. So what about the hair care? What do you do?
Hair care, classic oiling. That's
Oiling,
all.
okay.
Nice coconut oil.
So finally, if you get pimples or acne, what do you do? Touch it, you don't have right now.
I should try not to touch them and poke them. I do not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do kind of.
மாணவர்களின் சிந்தனைகளை வடிவமைக்க SNS இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன், மாணவர்களின் தனித்திறமைகளை மேம்படுத்த SNS இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன், மாணவர்களின் சாதனைகளை போற்றும் SNS இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் கோவை.
குறைந்த விலை, நிறைந்த தரம், தங்கள் தேவைகள் அனைத்தும் ஒரே இடத்தில். ஜெயச்சந்திரன்.
So let's get started with some of the most, important questions which people have in their mind when they see an actress, and basically an actor. They wanted to ask all these questions, and that's what we want to discuss here.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your morning and a night skin routine look like? How does it look like?
It's very simple, Ipo, especially because for work I have to put so much product on my face that for my own personal routines I prefer to keep it very simple. My non-negotiables are cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen, kalila. Sayanthram, it's just cleanser and moisturizer.
Avladana. So serum?
Serums we use, but it depends. A lot of them are very, they're called actives, and they can get a bit difficult on your skin depending on what else your skin is an organ, right? We have to remember that it's the biggest organ, very, very sensitive.
Yes.
So you're constantly pounding makeup on it, every day. So what I'm uncompromising on is the cleansing, because you have to get every last bit of that
Speck
makeup
of,
off.
product,
Let it breathe for a little bit, give it some nourishment.
Yes.
And then leave it alone and go to bed.
So you don't use any layering of serums or something like that?
No. I've...
So one active one day? One active per night?
At the most.
At the most.
Because I don't... also, I'm not very well educated on... I have basic knowledge about, vitamin C's and retinols and stuff like that. But I'm not a dermatologist, so...
No, but then you have a dermatologist for you, who is advising you what has to be done, right? அப்போ என்ன நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்க? ஜென்ரலா இப்போ ரெட்டினால் யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்களா? ரெட்டினால் யூஸ் பண்ணுவீங்களா? இல்ல what is that?
Right now, I'm not using either of them. I use a little bit of a retinol cream for my under eyes.
Okay.
But beyond that, nothing else. But because I'm trying to also... sometimes when you've used too much product, whether it's makeup or skincare, skin barrier damage ஆயிடும், which has happened.
Okay.
So at that point, it's best to just step back and just go back to very, very basics. Just take care of your skin, nourish it till it sort of tells you, okay, I'm ready for actives now.
Very good.
So I'm in that space.
Nice. So what kind of sunscreen you use?
I use Korean sunscreen.
Huh.
They're very good.
What about that brand name, if you could suggest us?
There's lots of them. I'm kind of cycling right now.
Okay.
Lots of different ones.
Okay.
But some of them are really good. There are a lot of Indian ones also that are using the same kinds of formulations.
Okay. Which you can suggest probably for the audience?
I'm not sure. Again, like I said, I'm not a dermatologist, so I don't feel comfortable suggesting.
In sharing that. Okay.
But I think it's like experimental. Then there are a lot of really affordable ones also that have come on now, which means that you can keep it regular without bankrupting yourself. Which is
very
important.
true, very true. Budget friendly.
Yes.
People call it
exactly.
as. Okay, so what do you do to stay hydrated when it comes to summertime?
I carry a giant Syntex water tank around.
I saw that.
Yeah. So I carry my water with me. That's very important.
So how many liters of water do you take every day?
A bare minimum is 3.
3. Okay.
If I hit 4, I'm very happy.
Wow, that's good.
But I love my Yelneer, my coconut water.
How many you take per day?
Just 1 a day.
Okay. In the morning or?
Usually kalila. Before noon.
Empty stomach illa?
Saaptappo, after I finish breakfast usually. Maybe sometime around noon, I try and take one.
Okay.
I think it's really good. It's really tasty and nourishing. I love
it. Of
course.
Yeah. Where in eduthuppinga summer la?
Vitamin C.
So oranges and things like that?
Yeah, no, generally I eat a lot of fruit anyway.
So
I eat a lot of citrus fruit. So that kind of covers that base. But I think honestly water is all we really need. Beyond that, Elanir, all of that
Right.
kind of thing,
Okay.
fruit juice. All
Very-
of that is just cherry on top.
True. So what about the hair care? What do you do?
Hair care, classic oiling. That's
Oiling,
all.
okay.
Nice coconut oil.
Okay.
And then
Olive?
Olive occasionally. Olive is a bit heavier. So, then when you're washing it out, you tend to scrub more, then it leads to more hair fall.
Right.
So, lots of people, they experiment with different oils.
Yeah.
Sila samayam I use rosemary hair oil.
Okay.
You have to add it to like coconut oil or some other kind of oil. But that's also quite nice.
Nice.
But yeah, you just
Avladhan.
experiment. Avladhan.
So
Shampoo
hair
conditioner.
mask and shampoos alla?
Occasionally. Again, if your hair has gone through a lot of trauma, heat,
But
all
every
of
day
that.
you used to get,
You do
heated up.
have to, yeah. But I mean, a lot of the hair artists are also very responsible. They'll have their own product. They'll have heat protectant and the madri. You have lots of solutions. But once in a while, it just needs oiling, mask, and some time. That's all.
Very nice. So last but not the least, like few questions அது வந்து என்னன்னா டக்கு டக்கு நீங்க சொல்லலாம். So ஒரு tan இருந்துச்சுன்னா tan removalக்கு என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க நீங்க?
Time. It's fine. You don't have to remove tan. Unless you're matching for இன்னொரு படம் match பண்ணனும்னா, then I think maybe your dermatologist will have some sort of solution.
Okay.
But for me, most of the time, I'm just like, I will let it go. Yeah.
Okay, what about dark circles? You use something like special for that? You said like retinol eye cream, la?
Yeah, that's a cream that can sometimes help. But otherwise, I think it's just rest. Mostly, it's a lifestyle thing. If you've not got enough sleep, not got enough hydration. So for me, if that kind of thing happens, then I check on those markers. Have I been sleeping enough? Have I been, hydrating?
Very nice. Okay. So what about open pores?
Open pores, I think if you have them, you have them. Like I have them. I have very large pores. Nothing. It's just important to cleanse and make sure that they don't get blocked. Beyond that, I don't think there's much else you need to do or have to do or anything like that.
So you're not using a specific cream for that to, in order to make it tighter?
If the makeup artist needs to do it for a film, if it's a problem in the film or if it's something they want to address for a character, then I think they have primers and stuff that they use. But for my daily life, I don't particularly mind it.
For your skincare,
it's my skin. It's fine.
Good. So you enjoy that. Very good. Okay, what type of skin is yours, like generally?
It's
Combination or
combo
what?
oily.
So finally, if you get pimples or acne, what do you do? Touch it, you don't have right now.
I should try not to touch them and poke them. I do not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do kind of just keep touching them, which makes them worse.
Yeah.
But I'm getting better at leaving them alone and letting them live the course of their life and vanish when they will vanish.
Yeah. So you don't do any extrapolating work
No.
on, just applying some creams or something like that?
Nothing really. I just let
So
them...
spot correctors, we have something like that, right?
Yeah, there are some sorts of, there are some solutions like that. I've not really used any of them because I've not tried them.
Okay.
But yeah.
Superb. Anyway, thank you very much, Rukmini. That was wonderful. And, we spoke about cinema, we spoke about your personal life and also about your skincare and lifestyle. Thank you so very much for
Very well-rounded
devoting-
interview. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Gold Sunflower Oil. அளவிலும் தரத்திலும் no compromise.
மாணவர்களின் சிந்தனைகளை வடிவமைக்க SNS இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன், மாணவர்களின் தனித்திறமைகளை மேம்படுத்த SNS இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன், மாணவர்களின் சாதனைகளை போற்றும் SNS இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் கோவை.
குறைந்த விலை நிறைந்த தரம் தங்கள் தேவைகள் அனைத்தும் ஒரே இடத்தில் ஜெயச்சந்திரன்.